Hi, welcome back to the Children's Science Center Lab as part of our DIY series. Thank you for joining myself, Lahiri.
And my name's Ashlyn.
We're going to take you through our activity, Colorful Chemistry. A lot of these activities you can find at home, and so we're excited to do this alongside with you.
Yeah, so for this activity, all you need is some milk. You can use regular milk, but we have powdered milk for this. Food coloring, so you can see what's happening. Water, of course, you always need water. And some soap. We use dish soap, but you can use hand soap. Any kind of soap works.
Try it out, we don't know. All right, so our first thing is I'm just going to pour some water into this, and what we're going to do is add some food coloring and then talk about its reaction and how it interacts with soap when you drop it in there. All right, so I'll just pour a little bit of water. I'm not really measuring, just a little bit. Ashlyn, do you want to add 2 colors?
Yes, so I'm going to add a drop of blue. Now, food coloring is water-based, so it will mix in a little bit with the water. And I'm going to add a drop of red. So since food coloring is water-based, water and water like each other, right? So water things are going to want to mix together.
All right, so I'm going to drop just a tiny drop of dish soap on there. We're going to see what happens to the water. All right.
Whoa, that was pretty cool.
That was really neat. So we could see that the soap interacted and pushed all the food coloring away, right, from the top.
There's still some in the middle, though. So soap is something called a surfactant, which is really neat.
So surfactant is something that can help break down water, especially because it has 2 ends, really. One that attaches to the water, one that's kind of free. And so when it attaches to the water, it helps dilute it almost, and it breaks it down.
It's kind of like a magnet. It has one end that wants to stick to things and one end that wants to push stuff away.
Yep.
Now let's try it with the milk. So I'm going to add some of this powdered milk in here. Again, you can use regular milk. We just use powdered milk because we don't have a fridge to store all of our milk for our experiments. So I'm going to mix in the powdered milk until it looks like delicious, delicious milk, except this milk is not for our cereal. This is for our experiment. So I'm going to let that settle for a second, let it stop moving around. And we use food coloring. Again, this food coloring is not changing the experiment. It's just going to let us see what happens. So remember, when I add the blue into there, it kind of spread out right away. Let's see what happens with this one. Let's see if that spreads out or kind of stays there a little bit. Now let's try the red. 2 colors just to make it even more fun. A drop right there. All right, now let's see what happens when we add soap to our milk bowl. One little drop. Oh my goodness! Wow.
And it's still going. It hasn't stopped. When you see this one, this has clearly stopped moving, and there's no reaction happening. But notice how the colors are swirling. And you can see where it's coming from. It's moving away from the center there. The soap is pushing away the colors.
So our milk has fats, proteins, lactose, a bunch of stuff that water doesn't have. So what the soap will do is not only will it attract things towards it, it will push away the fats. And you can actually see the fat will eventually start to gather on the outsides of the bowl. The soap pushed it all away like a little train, and a little layer of fat will gather on the outside. Pretty neat, huh?
It is really neat. And I just love that you can do this at home with a lot of materials that you can find around your kitchen. So pretty neat.
It is pretty neat. And if you come back over here, there's a little area over here where it'll keep kind of spreading the milk out. So as you watch over a period of time, you can notice the difference between the two. See, the water has really stopped moving, but if we add more soap to this one, different things will happen. Pretty neat, huh?
Thanks for joining us here today.